Let's be honest, when you buy your first car, you don't really want a small car, do you? You have to buy a small car because small cars are cheaper to buy, run, and most importantly, insure. But deep down, you want to be driving around in something like a big Merc or BMW. And that's where the VW Polo comes in. As you can see, it's a small car, so it's cheap to buy and cheap to run. But unlike a lot of small cars, the Polo feels like a big car. It looks like a big car too. A lot of small cars these days are self-consciously cutesy and kitsch, but the Polo looks like a squashed up, scaled down version of a big German saloon. As a result, it looks a lot more grown up than most of its rivals, so if you want a small car which doesn't scream 17-year-old, the Polo could be a good choice. Inside, it's the same story. It's a bit dull, but then again, the interior of a German car should be dull. If you want coloured plastics and design flair, go and buy a Peugeot or a Citroën. And like all VWs, the Polo feels like it will last 100 years. You really do get the impression that if you drove it into a concrete block, the block would come off worse. We'd like to test that out for you, but the last time we did, someone was killed. So you'll just have to use your imagination. Although the Polo might look like a miniaturised German saloon, that's where the similarities end. It's offered with the same two 1-litre petrol engines you get in the Up, as well as a couple of 1.2-litre petrols and two 1.4-litre diesels. You can even have VW's excellent DSG automatic gearbox. The 1-litre's fine around town, but take it out onto the open road and it feels a bit gutless. The 1.2's better, but truth be told, none of the Polos is really fun to drive, apart from the 192 brake horsepower Polo GTI. It's also a bit noisier than you'd expect. For a car built by Germans, there's quite a lot of road and wind noise, which spoils the upmarket feel a bit. But to be honest, I'm nitpicking, and the Polo does a very good job of feeling like a German Super Mini should, i.e. very well made and solid, but slightly boring. All of the models in the Polo range, apart from the entry-level S, come with a decent amount of kit. For us though, the sweet spot of the range is the SE, which comes with aircon, alloy wheels, electric windows all round, USB, DAB, Bluetooth and a touchscreen infotainment system. So, in true VW style, pretty much everything you need and nothing you don't. When it comes to interior space, the Polo is almost exactly average. Although the boot's a decent size, it's not the biggest around, and while some of the Polo's rivals have more space in the back, you shouldn't find it too difficult to get comfortable. And on top of this, the Polo is available in 3 and 5-door form. If it's low running costs you're after, you'll want the 1-litre 59 brake horsepower model, which sits in insurance group 4, does 60 miles to the gallon and costs less than 10 grand. All of the models in the Polo range, apart from the GTI, will top 40 to the gallon, but the real standout of the range is the 1.2 diesel, which, in Blue Motion form, will officially do more than 80 to the gallon and cost nothing to tax. On the downside, the Polo isn't the cheapest small car you can buy, but then that's sort of the point. You're buying quality. And when it comes to sell, you'll get a lot more for your money than if you'd bought a Ford or a Vauxhall. We'll be honest, there are better small cars around than the Polo, and in a lot of areas the VW is actually pretty average. But what the Polo does well, it does very well indeed. It's beautifully made, good looking and well equipped, but best of all, it does what a lot of small cars try and fail to do. It feels like a big car.